everybody and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video I wanted to show you guys around the lounge. Please keep in mind this room tour is not like one of those where everything is absolutely set in stone, done, looking all perfect and pretty, because it's a work in progress. And I honestly, this is why I wanted to make this video. I don't understand when people can move into a house and within 2 weeks they've got the entire place completely decorated perfectly and furnished and all that stuff and everything is perfect, because I have had the toughest time getting our lounge, just the lounge, sorted out, and it's still a work in progress. I'm still nowhere near done, but compared to what it did look like in the beginning of the year, we're moving, we're going somewhere, you know. So I'm gonna show you guys around and I'm gonna also explain everything as I go along. Let's just start already. Okay, so let's start with the biggest item in the lounge, and that is the couch. You guys know that I got this couch from Choreocraft. The retail price of it was 15,000 Rand, but then we ended up getting it for about 12,000 Rand because of all the drama we went through with getting it delivered in time. So because they couldn't keep to their delivery promise, they gave us a mad discount, so I'm happy about that. I do absolutely love this couch though. Since we got it, it has been absolutely amazing, I must say. I think it was definitely worth it. It's still a little bit firm on the cushions and stuff like that, but it is obviously only what, like 2 months old, so it's gonna soften up at some point, but even now it is still so comfortable. If I put a movie on and Keegan gets nice and comfortable in that slouch area, he's passed out within 15 minutes. So yeah, this couch is really comfortable. I do still definitely think that it would look much better without this cushion. It looks deeper, it is more comfortable. Usually when I sit down I actually move this to the side like this, and then I sit in the couch over there, so that I can feel like I'm a little bit deeper in the couch, but otherwise it's absolutely amazing. One of the things about this lounge that completely threw me off, you guys. Okay, my design style is very black, white, gray and wood. It's very just, let's keep it simple, black, white, gray and wood, and maybe a pop of color here and there with like a cushion or something. The colors of this house's walls are definitely not white or gray. This is like a stone kind of color. It's okay, I don't mind it, but it definitely threw me off because I'm trying to make everything else match, well not match, but like complement this color specifically. So that has been difficult, that has thrown me off my game, but this is what I've done so far. These curtains are a couple of shades lighter than the wall. They're like a beigey color. You can't really tell with the sunlight right now, it's a little bit weird, but it's like a beigey color, so it's a little bit lighter than the wall, but it's still not that light. I did think of getting cream or white curtains instead, but these were like 600 Rand each from Sheet Street, and we have 2 of them, so I didn't want to waste that kind of money. And then I like to keep this yellow blanket on this couch because number one, it is a little bit of a pop of color. It's a little bit of an escape from this all of this brown that's going on. But at the same time, I like to just have a blanket in case at the end of the night it gets chilly or something, so I really like to have a blanket. I do still want to get a different color though, probably something off-white, just to bring a little bit of brightness into this side of the room, because it is just all brown, just brown, and when the curtains are closed, these are blackout curtains, that's why I have them open, because if I close them it's going to be way too dark in here. But I will definitely, when I do find a throw that I like, that is a nice color, I will add that and move that away from there. Is a massive mirror that Keegan got put in here, which I actually have no objection to, because I get to just check myself out just before I leave the house. Moving on to this corner, I am not sure how I feel about this server table. Keegan already had it when I moved in, so yeah, I don't know, we're gonna see with that. I'm not a huge fan. I do like the contrast of this almost black dark wood against the wall color, and then I have already managed to kill one of my succulents. Do you see that? That's one of my succulents that I killed. I gave them too much water and I didn't give them any sunlight because I assumed that they are indoor plants and we don't get much sunlight through the window here because there's a porch outside. But these other two are surviving. They are very pretty. We got them from the lifestyle center They were about 30 rand each for the plant itself, and then we got this rock type of stuff in a separate bag for about, I think, 15-20 rand or something, or 40 rand, I'm not sure, I don't remember. And then we got these glass things to put them in just because we like the look of the glass instead of just putting them in a normal pot plant. And then I just had to put the sand into these glass things and then put the plant in and transfer them in, and I think it worked out pretty well. Then moving on to the TV, it is mounted right now. We recently mounted it, but I find that this power outlet thing cover is a little bit distracting. I'm not a fan, so I do want to paint it, but before I do, we need to put those things that cover the wires going down. But before we can do that this is a whole process, you guys. Before we can do that, we got to figure out if we are keeping this TV stand or not, because we used to have the TV on here, but I find it a little bit too big for the space. So I'm going to try to sell it on Facebook and see how that goes. For the most part, I also like the color of it. It's also really nice, but if we do end up selling this, then we will definitely put a floating shelf that is the same color under the TV, and then only then can we put the things that cover the wires, and then I'll paint that. And then I was thinking of putting a painting above the TV because we still have some space above there, but I'm not too sure exactly what I want to do, because I could either just buy a canvas and paint a painting myself, or I could buy one that I just, you know, I love seeing those African paintings on the side of the road that those talented people sell, so I would also love to put that, but I'm just still not sure what kind of color scheme I want to go for in here, because right now everything is just very brown, and everything I've been putting in here has just had to complement and look good in the space, so I'm not too sure about color scheme exactly. This big old plant we also got at Lifestyle Center. Then I like the look of having candles in a room, especially with load shedding. Luckily, since we got these candles, the load shedding has ceased. They're just here and they're handy just in case we get load shedding anytime soon. I've got 3 on this side and 2 on this side. Megan actually picked them out and bought them for me when she was in town. I like them. I like the different sizes and height. Nothing I can do about the phone or our Android device. That's how we watch TV. We don't have DSTV, we don't have a decoder, but we watch TV through that. It's like an Android device. We watch DSTV Now through it, and we like stream Netflix and that kind of stuff through it. So this little cubby is really good for storage because we can put like our extension cords and stuff, but I think we can find somewhere else to put that kind of stuff. For me, it's just a little bit too bulky across this wall. There's really nothing I can do about it. Hey, this one, it's our gas heater. In winter, this house basically becomes a fridge. We decided to invest in a gas heater because last year we had an electrical heater, and the bill was really high because we used it a lot because this house is so cold. So we decided, you know what, let's just buy a gas heater. It's much cheaper. But there's literally nowhere else to put it, and usually in winter, wherever we have the heater on, it is usually in this room. So it kind of just has to stay here. There's nowhere else I can put it. It's a little bit of an eyesore, but literally I don't know what else I can do. If you have any ideas of what I can do about this heater, please let me know in the comments because I'm lost with that. Yeah, that's basically most of the room, and then I know you have all been interested to see which coffee table we bought. So it looks as though Keegan won, right? Yeah, let me explain this coffee table scenario to you. We bought a wooden coffee table, and I'll show you the clip as I talk. We bought a wooden coffee table from Facebook Marketplace. I love Facebook Marketplace. I love buying stuff secondhand or, you know, just locally. And we found this lady whose son makes furniture, and we bought the table, but the minute we put it in the space, it was just way too big. It literally just took up way too much space, and the table itself actually came up a little bit higher than the level of the couch, which I really dislike. We love the legs, the way that the legs look. That's what we were into, but I wasn't sure about the red tinge to it. I wasn't a big fan of the red coloring on it. Also, one thing I really didn't like was that the guy that made it didn't like sanded down properly, so when you like ran your hand across the table, it was still very rough. It still felt like you had just cut that piece of wood off the tree, and I don't like that. We found this a few days ago, this glass coffee table, and I've liked the idea of a glass coffee table. Okay, I think it is the most complimentary type of coffee table for us to have in the space, to be realistic, so I like it. But at Mr. Price, they were selling it for 2,500 Rand. At Choreocraft, they were selling it for 2,000 Rand. We got it from a guy in Midrand that was just getting rid of some furniture on Facebook Marketplace, and we got it off of him for 1,200 Rand. He originally put it up for 1,500 and we kind of talked him down. So we got it for 1,200 Rand, which to me is amazing, and it's a bargain. It's the exact same table we would have gotten from Mr. Price or Choreocraft, but for like half the price, which I will take any day. This is why I love looking at marketplaces, and this is why I take so long to decorate an entire room, because I know I can get stuff a little bit cheaper. But I do love the way that this coffee table looks. It just makes the entire room look so airy and just, oh yeah, I like it. I don't even want to put anything on it. I don't want to put any candles on it. I don't want to put any plants on it. I want to leave it just like this because I just think it looks so nice like that. I am still looking for a rug. My number one choice is absolutely the shaggy rug from Mr. Price, the one I showed you guys when Keegan and I went looking for coffee tables the first time. So that one is definitely my top choice, but we're trying to see if there's anything else out there or something. But yeah, I am going to definitely keep you guys updated. Like I said, this is an absolute process. Already it's been about 5 months since we chose the couch. That was when we first chose the couch, and since then I've been doing small things here and there, like changing the curtains and, you know, all these little things. It is definitely a process. Like I said, I don't know how people do this in 1 month or in a couple of weeks or as soon as they move into a place. I just don't get it, because I feel like you need to live somewhere first and then decide what you're going to do. But then also for me, I think the color is still something that is just a struggle for me right now. I'm still trying to figure everything out. I still want everything to look nice and comfortable and cozy, even though the walls are brown. I don't know, I'm just very held up on these brown walls, you guys. Yeah, so I will update you guys. I'll definitely make another video if we sell the TV stand, if we find a rug, if I find different throws for the couch and all that stuff. I might still change the cushions on the couch. So if I end up doing any of that, I will definitely keep you guys updated. See, look how nice it's looking so far. I hope that you guys are still enjoying VEDA. I don't even know what day it is right now because I'm just mixing up my videos like crazy. Please let me know your opinions about what it looks like right now, this whole situation right now. Do you think I am doing well? What would you do differently? What colors do you think would complement this room? I definitely think I need a little bit more white or like off-white colors in here. Obviously, try to imagine that yellow blanket not there. Just try to imagine that not there, and then try to tell me what would complement that room. Should I get a painting, or should I paint a painting and put it above the TV? What do you guys think? I am willing to take any and all suggestions. So anyway, let me get going. Thank you guys once again so much for watching this video. Please don't forget to spread good vibes and be kind, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.